POV, you're black in Turkey and everyone's obsessed with you.
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So today's video is something about, traveling the world, especially as a black person, especially as a black woman, because I did this video a while back and it was of black people all over the world narrating their negative travel experiences, international travel, right? So I decided, okay, let me do a little bit of that the positive side of international travel for a black person, because I've been seeing this video of this beautiful melanin goddess. Do you guys see that beauty? Do you guys see that beauty? Her hair and her skin, oh my. She's Ghanaian, okay? That's like our African Barbie doll. That is it. She's gorgeous. So she has a TikTok page where she just, documents her world travel. That girl travels like crazy, and she lets us know her experiences in these different places, these different parts of the world that she's been to. Every single thing that she posts goes viral because she's always, filming her experience on the street, interacting with the locals, the kind of stares she gets. Like, you know what? Before I talk too much, let me just play some of her videos.
Taking a 20-minute walk as a black woman in Izmir, Turkey.
Okay, you're welcome. Goodbye.
It's 38 degrees and I need a drink ASAP.
Thank you.
Had a little crowd gather again, but I was so thirsty I couldn't take photos with everyone. Was a little concerned when this man started following me around, but then I realized he wanted to show me a picture he took with me in Istanbul. I was 5 minutes away, but then a policeman asked me for a photo. One last photo.
Can I take a picture? You look amazing. Are you even real?
So this particular clip is in Bodrum, Turkey, but honestly this happens everywhere in Turkey because I've been everywhere. And I just want to clarify why this happens, because I get two main compliments. I get I love your skin, it's so shiny, and your hair one. But generally it's the fact that they tell me that I have never seen like a black person with an afro. Of course they have seen black people come on vacations, all of that, but they usually have braids on or like a weave. You don't really see the afro. Even I have barely seen a black person with an afro here, because I've been looking. I've really been looking. Whenever I see a black person here, I'm like, oh my gosh, hey. And it's never an afro. So maybe that's why. I still don't know. But then they take the photos to commemorate and to reveal it and whatever. So in the end, I met these girls. They were apologizing for the whole night because they were following me. And they could tell I was tired, but I told them it's okay, I'm fine. So yeah.
Honestly speaking, I really don't mind taking pictures with people and their pets and their babies and their kids. I'm okay with that. I just draw the line, when they ask to touch my hair like this.
Can I sense your hair?
Oh, I don't like when people touch my hair.
And like this.
Oh, thank you. Can we touch, please? I'm actually... Okay, but it's so beautiful. Thank you.
And like this.
Can you... No touching. What is your name?
Yes, it's my... So probably I would say this is what it gets tiring to do with, but besides that, it's okay. So I just came back home after spending an entire month in the Philippines, and here are 5 things I think you should know if you're black. Number 1 is they're going to stare at you like this every single minute of the day, so be prepared. Number 2 is the Filipino men love black women. This was a shocker for me, but I got lunch, dinner, date requests every single minute of the day, and I was shocked to the bone. Number 3 is be prepared for photo requests. People are going to want to take pictures with you, with their kids, with everyone. So if you're shy, you better say no, because you could easily have a queue like this waiting for you if you just say yes to one person. Number 5 is they're going to want to touch you all the time for good luck, for whatever, I don't know. It's mostly the kids, so don't worry about that.
So yes, so from her experience, you guys can see that it's all been positive. She even has like a list that she made of the best countries that she received the best treatments that she has traveled to.
Okay, so this video is strictly from my experience, and the fifth country where I felt safest as a black woman was the Netherlands. The Netherlands doesn't care if you're blue, green, whatever. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Just obviously don't break the law and you would be fine. Number 4 is Austria. I went skiing in Austria. In fact, I was the only black woman in the resort, in the entire ski resort, and I never felt scared for my life or felt, I don't know, weird in any way. I had so much fun. And number 3 is Turkey. Now, this is a tricky one. Obviously, I don't care about picture taking, so Turkey was so fine for me. They had me dancing in the street. I was living my best life with free donuts, free everything. I love Turkey. Number 2 is France. Boy, France. Oh, I love France. I could walk anytime I wanted, any time of the day. I was never scared. I loved being a black woman in France. And number 1 is Spain. I know Spain because I took a road trip all over Spain and it was incredible. I made so many friends. In fact, I even went all the way to the north. I went up to the mountains in the snow in little towns and I was fine. I recommend Spain. Go have fun. Travel is the best. Bye.
So you guys say, so that's quite, that's a handful. And I think it's encouraging to know that, it's not all negative. There are places in the world where you can just go, you might not blend in per se, but you're not going to be, treated badly because of the color of your skin or rejected. But then I know that some of these things are subjective. The fact that someone went there and their experience was wonderful doesn't necessarily mean that yours will be, but at least she lets us know that there can definitely be a positive experience to traveling, especially as a woman, because I know that black women, we are sensitive, especially when it comes to security. We know that the world can be a big bad place, but we also need to know that the world is beautiful and there are good people and places to see and places to visit and fun to be had, and that is what she's showing us. So let me play a couple more of her videos.
Guys, my name is Claudia Darlene, a content creator, and I posted a video about what it's like traveling as a black person with a Ghana passport and everything. And you guys asked me so many questions, but I'm traveling today. I'm at the airport now, actually. So I decided to use all the free time I have waiting for the plane and all that to answer most of your questions. Lubuke asked me, do I have a vetting process? How do I know where it's safe to go to? Honestly, I don't, but obviously, countries are afflicted with wars and stuff. I don't go there. But if you listen to somebody and what they say about this country isn't safe for you, if you're black, if you're a woman, you would never go anywhere. I just Google the best places to go to, like to eat food, because if people are happy eating food, they're good vibes. I just Google where I can go have fun. There was another question from Noah Masani talking about how hard and basically annoying these visa struggles are. And I can relate. Like, I remember in the beginning, I used to get rejected all the time, and sometimes I'd be broken for a week because I'm like, why? But once you build up a portfolio, like you start going to places your passport has access to and you return, they know that you're not trying to run away. Something like that. It's even much more harder than me because of the fact that, I'm young and I'm black. And Bakari said Africans face so much trouble when traveling to other African countries. What can we do to fix it? To be honest, I don't know why as Africans we can't just basically just get up and go to a country. Like for the fact that we're all in Africa and I'm Ghanaian and I need a visa to go to South Africa. I think that's like really ridiculous. But yeah, we didn't make the rules, we're just in it. So, and the same price I pay to go to South Africa is like the same price I pay to go to Amsterdam. Okay guys, I'm so tired, but I'm just gonna do one last one about, there was a question about affordability. It depends on the kind of travel you want to do. If you want to book business class and be bougie and sleep in fancy hotels, then you can run up at a big cost. But if you book your flight in advance, you're doing basic things. I want experiences. I want to, eat what they eat. I want to feel like a local. I'm not trying to go to a fancy 5-star restaurant. Don't be looking at people who are booking the Ritz-Carlton and be thinking, oh my God, that's $1,000 a night. I can't do that. Then don't. You don't have to. There's definitely gonna be a hotel for like
50, 40, 10, like literally, like there are options. See, I've not been traveling for like the past 3 years by spending my money at the Ritz-Carlton. So pick your battles.
Places I visited every month since 2021 with my Ghana passport. Madrid, Accra, Joburg, Cape Town, Madrid, Amsterdam, Berlin, Geneva, Rome, Barcelona, Amsterdam, Istanbul, Cape Town, Amsterdam, Innsbruck, Barcelona, San Sebastian, Istanbul, Bodrum, Paris, Amsterdam, Singapore, Philippines, Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam.
It's just beautiful, and the fact that they appreciate her skin, they appreciate her hair. But I cannot lie, it will get tiring if I had to, like every time of the day, if I'm just going about my day as a tourist, I'm stopped every second so that people can take pictures with me. There's a long queue of people. At some point, she even said that there were some group of people that were following her because they were in so much awe, because they were in awe of how she looked. Like, even if that lady was walking here in Africa on one random street in Africa, she would probably get stares as well, because look at her skin, the way she looks, her afro hair. So I can imagine those poor non-melanated souls. To see such a richly melanated Barbie doll with the afro hair, she's absolutely gorgeous. I love. So now I'm going to go right ahead and play some people's responses and reactions and stitches to her videos.
A day as a black woman in Antalya, Turkey.
This is why I say, if you're having a hard time finding love, you're just in the wrong country. Go to a different country and I promise you're gonna find somebody.
Tell me it's their first time meeting a black person.
So I get tagged in this women's videos all the time, people who know that I live here in Istanbul, and they're like, oh my God, is this true? Does this really happen? And I will have to say, yes, if you are a dark-skinned black woman in particular, yes, this will happen to you a lot. I don't necessarily feel like it's coming from a bad place. It's coming from a place of love, curiosity, and fascination, because Turkey is a country that has a population less than 1% black people. So people see you and they're just like, oh my God. Now, this woman in particular, it happens to her a lot more because she's wearing her hair in a really big afro. So if you're wearing your hair in a very natural style, you're gonna get like 4 times the attention. But the people in the videos are literally saying like, oh my God, her hair is so beautiful. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Please with me, my daughter. That's like literally what the people are saying. The attention can feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but honestly, appreciation of black beauty is nice.
So I just came back home after spending an entire month in the Philippines.
I don't think enough black people travel to these Asian countries, and you can tell. I went to Thailand 3 years ago, and boy was it an experience. This trip was my first trip out of Africa, like international, so I wasn't blending in anymore. It was white and I was sticking out, which was not normal for me. My experience was so similar to this creator, and we weren't even in the same countries. I was in Thailand, she was in the Philippines. When we walked on the street, people would pop up out of nowhere and take pictures of us or ask for selfies. Most of them didn't even ask. We would walk and literally you would see people turning heads, like staring at you all the way down the mall. Like you knew the attention was on you. We left the city and went to the village side of Thailand, like the poor side of Thailand, and it just went through the roof. These people told us they had never seen a black person before. Like they were coming up all in our hair, our skin, like brushing it like as if the skin color can come off or something. They were so shocked and amazed that there are people that look like me. The first day we were in a village, we went to the school and toured around, and in the evening, these kids get on like a shuttle, like call it a school bus, and are taken back home and dropped off. On this bus, there has to be 2 adults because apparently in Thailand, sex trafficking is a big thing. There is room on the bus, so there's 3 of us on the bus with all the kids going home by home, dropping them off. Kids got off the bus and ran straight into the house, and on our way back, I just saw like parents standing in the doorway, like looking at the bus. And the next day I did the same thing, and there were more parents standing on the doorway waiting for their kids than there were yesterday. It was so crazy. So To this day, we make jokes about this place because at night, when it got dark, every person was being bitten, everyone, by mosquitoes except us. Black people weren't being bitten at all. And we laugh about this because we're like, the mosquitoes were shocked to see us too. Like, they weren't probably even seeing us at all. Like, we were blending in for them.
POV, you're black in Turkey and everyone's obsessed with you.
Now, this is what I'm talking about when I say black excellence. I don't see, y'all don't get it out here yet, right? But you see how when we go somewhere else and they stop and stare, and that's what you call black excellence. That's why y'all mad. That's what you call black excellence.
In this video, I was being fed food from a guy who sells food on the street.
Traveling as a person of color can sometimes be a really jarring experience because you don't really know what your experience is going to be like compared to other people, or you expect like to have the same exact welcoming experience as like a lot of white people, even though like other countries and stuff have their own prejudices. Personally, for me, being South Asian and traveling, I've gone to countries that either like perceive me really well, or if they have a lot of anti-refugee rhetoric and that type of thing, then they're really mean. But Turkey, I love that place. They are the kindest people. It has been my favorite country to travel to and one of my safest countries I've traveled to internationally. The culture is so friendly there, and if you look different than other people, they don't like see that as a bad thing. They ask you questions about it and want to learn more about you. So I just honestly love this country, and I think if you're a brown girl, you should go here.
Yeah. Of all the stitches, there was this particular one that I saw that was made by a black man, and it cracked me up.
In Antalya, Turkey.
Picture?
Like, for real. But on the contrary, I do not think it's going to be that way for black men everywhere. I think we shouldn't always see ourselves with the experiences we have in countries that are ready to desist, countries that have a very strong anti-black bias. You know, a black man is not going to be a target in every country. I refuse to believe it's that bad. I refuse to believe that the world is that bad, that a black man is a target in every country. Is it that bad? But anyways, if you were to ask me, I don't know if it's a fetish, but there are countries where they love black women. There are countries where they love black men. And that is one of the reasons why I usually, say on this channel that if you're finding it difficult to, find a partner wherever you are, we should extend your reach. If you still want a black person, you can get a black person from another part of the world, from a whole other continent. So you don't have to restrict yourself, right? So now about the way she's treated, I know that we can look at it two ways. It can be looked at from the angle of, they do not see black people, especially dark-skinned black people with a huge fro like she has. They don't see them that regularly. They probably have a very, little percentage of black people in their country. So it also happens like in Africa as well, when there's a white person just walking down like in a rural area where they don't see white people, you're going to get stares, right? So I think it's a normal reaction. So it could just be a look of being astonished, admiring her beauty, and wanting to take a picture with her. But on the other hand, there's also this feeling of, okay, am I being fetishized? Like, are they looking at me like a zoo animal? Am I like something that dropped from the sky? It could be a little bit uncomfortable, right? There was this sister that actually stated it. She was like, it feels kind of weird. It feels weird to be stared at, to be followed, to, people want to touch your skin, they want to touch your hair. Like, you become something of a spectacle, like a zoo animal, right? Maybe in the comment, it was like, have you ever wondered what those people do with those pictures when they go home to show their family? Have you ever wondered what they say? Yes, like, it's a possibility that they just want to take a picture of you and go home and, kiki with their family and say whatever it is. But it's also a possibility that they are doing it out of genuine admiration. So I really do not know. But all in all, I thought to just bring this video to you guys so that, we can also see that there's also a positive part. It doesn't have to always be fear, like, of anti-blackness or racism. But that does not mean that we should not go prepared. Okay, do your research, especially if you're going to be going as a solo traveler, a woman specifically. I am not that brave. I cannot do solo travel as a woman to an international country, I cannot do that. But for those who are brave and adventurous enough, be careful, do your research, especially when it comes to anti-blackness and racism and, you know, crimes against women and stuff like that. Do that. But she's living her best life, and I thought I should just put it out here so we can talk about it. Then I really want to know, what do you guys think about the kind of reaction she gets? You know, people looking at her, wanting to touch her hair. Like, do you guys think it's flattering? You know, all the pictures, being treated like a celebrity, being called Beyonce and Shakira. Do you guys think it's flattering, or do you guys think it's just too weird and you won't want to be treated like that? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Then, have you had any of such experience? Please also let us know in the comment section. So let me wrap up this video here. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.